Am I the asshole for helping a 14-year-old commit a crime? So basically my nephew wanted to watch a film at the cinema but it was a 15-rated film. In the UK we have 12, 15, and 18-rated films. He's really into special effects and stuff so I knew he wouldn't be scared by it so I told him to just say he's 15. His mother found out, got really angry at me and told me I wasn't allowed in her home ever again. I told her she's being ridiculous and her son is fine. She said she wants him on the right path and I'm encouraging him to commit a crime. I told her to get a grip and she said she needs to be in control for him to succeed. I lost it and told her she is just a narcissistic bitch who's scared that she can't control and micromanage every aspect of her son's life. She screamed and I left. I think I could be the asshole her because I did snap and really upset her, which definitely wasn't my intention. AITA.
Not the asshole. I am British as well. There is not one of us that has not been to see one of these films when we were below the age prescribed. Everyone starts going to 15s at 13 or 14 and everyone goes to 18 movies at 16 or 17. It is just what we do. That level of parental controlling behavior is simply not normal for the UK. He's your nephew. This kind of thing in our country is perfectly normal. Her reaction is not. The American audience on here will be alarmed and come at it from the point of view of their own cultural attitudes, but those are simply not British ones. You weren't showing him porn or lighting up a joint. You would deserve that reaction if so. But I would say this honestly to the American and other non-UK audience on here. In our country this would not be a big deal and the parents' reaction is an unusual one.
Not the asshole God, people are so dramatic. ITT. It is perfectly fine for other family members to bend some rules within reason, particularly if they are providing free child care.
Not the asshole calling this a crime is laughable. From what you've said I can only assume that his mother is sheltering him quite badly. This behavior will quite often lead to difficulty in socializing. Not the asshole if he's fine, he's fine. I watched 15 and 12 rated films when I was 6. Some kids can handle that shit.
Not the asshole. Dunno why the mum is so controlling. Plus if he wanted he would be able to pirate it online anyway. Not the asshole informing your nephew that he could get around the rules by saying he is 1 year older is hardly the end of the world, and definitely not a crime. That's what aunts and uncles are for. Your sister, in my opinion, way overreacted. That being said, your rebuttal to her wasn't so nice either. I hope things get better between all of you in time.
NTA, it's not porno, it's okay.
Not the asshole. They should have ID'd him if they doubted he was old enough. I remember being at that same age and wanting to see an R-rated comedy and my mom bought the tickets, came in with me, they let me in with a parental guardian, then left after the first 15 minutes. I turned out fine and I think your nephew will be fine too.
Info, what movie was it? Not the asshole. British guy over here, I watched The Matrix when I was 12. I haven't known anyone who hasn't seen a 15-rated movie. Not the asshole. That's weirdly controlling. I'm British, 15 really means 13, 18 really means 16. Not the asshole, used to work at a movie theater and we didn't care. Once had a group of 18-year-old guys plus one 14-year-old buy tickets to a movie that was rated R. Since the 14-year-old was under 17 and didn't have a parent, he couldn't buy the ticket for the rated R movie and friends couldn't buy it for him. He bought a ticket for a PG movie and my manager and I watched him walk into the rated R movie. I asked my manager if he was going to do anything, I didn't care one way or another tbh, and he said nope and went back into his office.
Not the asshole. Wait until she finds out that her kid is drinking in the park with his friends like British teenagers tend to do. Not the asshole. Not sure how it works where you are, but in the US underage kids can go to R-rated, 17+ movies if they have a legal adult with them. My dad used to take my and all my friends to scary movies probably as young as 13 or 14. The kid is fine. He's a year off. It's not like you took an actual child to an inappropriate movie.
Dude, I saw The Hangover Part 2 at like age 10 with my folks. This is nothing compared to that. Not the asshole.
You are the asshole. She shouldn't micromanage, but she is responsible for making decisions about what viewing material he accesses. You undermined that. You should have asked her first.
As someone who was enamored with SFX when I was young and turned it into a career, I see no problem with him seeing it. However, he is still under his mom's guardianship, so I can't call her the asshole for not wanting him to see it as ridiculous as I personally find it. So you are the asshole in my opinion just for the name calling. But when he is old enough, practical effects or VFX are a valid and extremely satisfying career, so I'd highly recommend letting him explore some SFX behind the scenes stuff with you. What movie? Everyone sucks here. Clearly this woman is weirdly controlling, and her reaction was way out of proportion. I am also British, and I know for a fact that I was watching some movies and TV shows WAAAAAY before I should have been, and it's not really that much of a crime. That being said, however, I don't understand everyone downvoting the everyone sucks here and YTA judgments. In the end it is still her child. Her reaction was super uncalled for, and this seems to have been blown way out of proportion, but you still probably should have asked, or just apologized when she made it clear that it made her uncomfortable, just out of courtesy, as in the end of the day, he is 14, and you're not his parent. If he was 16/17, I'd definitely lean more towards NTA, as he would have more autonomy, but at 14, it is more than reasonable for his mother to have a say in the material that he watches.
You are the asshole. The movie is not the issue. No need to defend the content or explain the rating system. You aren't the parent. Her child, her rules. You stepped in to make a decision that didn't belong to you, failed to take responsibility, engaged in name-calling, and threw a tantrum. It's like you were trying to level up being the a-hole.
Have already commented on the film business as a reply as frankly in the UK this is not a big deal and she is being controlling as hell. It's not normal here and she's not going to have a good relationship with her kid if she carries on. She is the arsehole for her reaction. You are the arsehole for blowing up at her and calling her a narc bitch. At the end of the day it is her kid and if you disagree you just need to bow out and not behave like that. Kid is okay though.
You are the asshole. There's a reason these films are rated the way they are. You shouldn't have made a decision which is supposed to be made by a parent. And you absolutely should not have called your nephew's mother a narcissistic bitch.
Look, you are the asshole. TBH, you were nice that you let him watch a movie he liked, and if the mom was a normal parent she would have been okay too. What is not okay though is that you can't just take the neighbor's kid into something he isn't technically allowed without the parent's permission.
Everyone sucks here. Sorry, but you both were overdramatic and blew it out of proportion.
You are the asshole but only a little bit.
You are the asshole, not for taking him to see the film, but for not checking with his mum first.
Everyone sucks here. Your sister is completely overreacting to the crime. The kid will be able to watch the movie legally in less than 12 months, so I definitely think it was unnecessary for her to lose her shit. That being said, she is the mom and that's her kid. What she says, goes. You should have at least told her that you were planning to take him to that movie.
You are the asshole because he's not your kid. While personally I think it's not a big deal, it's ultimately the parents' call, especially since in this situation you encouraged him to lie, even if it's a little one. You're also the asshole for calling her names, for rightfully getting mad at you for going behind her back.
You are the asshole. You're not the parent. Teaching your kids to obey the law is not wrong.
You are the arsehole all the way. It's her kid, and you broke her rules established for the kid. You also broke the law along the way, which reflects on her. To top it all off, you were the one insulting her for reacting appropriately.